All right, time for your newspapers, and let's kick them off with the Business Day. Here we go.
Yeah,
SK's got that one for us.
Right, taking a look at the front page of the Business Day this morning, leading with Pro rocks medical aids. And this is about the independent panel finding racial bias in fraud detection. Now, the battle lines sharpened across the health sector as an inquiry accused the top medical schemes across South Africa of racially biased fraud investigations, setting regulators and industry players on a collision course over fairness and the role of tech in institutional decision making. And this was quite a big one yesterday, and you'll remember this story dates back to around 2019. We actually did quite a bit on that story here on Morning Live at the time.
Yeah. Well, in fact, we're focusing on it in the third hour. So
exactly.
We'll talk more about that.
Looking at the outcome of that, and so essentially the claims that were made at the time were upheld by the Section 59 panel. And then Medupi adds 800 megawatts to a power grid. And Eskom has added an additional 800 megawatts to the grid by integrating Medupi Unit 4. That's 8 months ahead of schedule. And the reintegration contributes to the stability of the country's electricity supply system, reducing the risk of load shedding. Picture there of Narendra Modi as BRICS leaders meet for summit in Rio. Also, Moody's flags Standard Bank's debt exposure. Accused judge, that's the judge president of the Eastern Cape, Mbenenge, taking the stand yesterday in the tribunal. And Balancing Act as Eskom board's tenure nears an end. Now, Electricity and Energy Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopa has begun a process to appoint a new Eskom board, with the term of the current board, largely acclaimed for leading the operational turnaround of the business, set to expire at the end of September.
Sure. All right. So that's the front page of the Business Day. Let's take a look at the Star, and a busy front page of the Star. That much I can promise you, as you can imagine. Here we go. Gwamanda exposes Sibia's alleged rogue network inside the SAPS. And what it goes on to say is it accused him of unlawfully procuring surveillance equipment from Israeli contractors. In a dramatic public statement released this week, Johannesburg Councillor Kabelo Gwamanda accused Deputy National Police Commissioner Shadrack Sibia of running a rogue intelligence operation within the city of Johannesburg, unlawfully procuring surveillance equipment from Israeli contractors and using his position to target political opponents. So this web is getting bigger and bigger. Gwamanda's statement, issued in his capacity, laid out a chilling picture of institutional capture, political retaliation, and deep-rooted corruption inside the SAPS. So, wow. All right. South Africa to implement a mandatory digital visa system. In a bold shift in how the country manages immigration, a digital visa system will soon be mandatory for all entrants to South Africa. I must say, it's about time, isn't it? Presenting his budget for the upcoming financial year, the Home Affairs Minister, Leon Schreiber, said no person will be able to enter South Africa without first obtaining a digital visa through the Electronic Travel Authorization, and that's the ETI. I know I did that when I went to Kenya, and I always said it was very smooth. It's a great system. I'm glad we're implementing it. But then the photograph that they've got there, an illegal immigrant casually jumping over the fence into South Africa. Don't think he's got that, has he? And then the minister expected to explain, bring back corporal punishment. Oh yes, the Minister of Correctional Services, Peter Groenewald, will have to explain his recent suggestion that corporal punishment should be revisited to alleviate overcrowding in prisons when he appears before the Portfolio Committee on Correctional Services.
That's been an interesting one, and he's doubled down there on that position. Right, that's the Star. Let's move to the Citizen now. And it says, SAP scandal, what now, Cyril? The president has no choice but to act now, as experts call on him to finally put an end to the long-standing rot in the South African Police Service and to repair its dented image. KZN Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi knows the danger of his allegations against Minister of Police Sedzo Mchunu, but parties have called for protection. And then Makaka killer, life as you took away a dad. Man admits he got 120,000 for the hit on the ex-ANC Youth League Secretary General but demonstrates a clear disregard for life. Also, hiker trapped in the Alps saved by a Chihuahua. When it comes to mountain rescue, St. Bernards may have met their match with a Chihuahua being hailed for helping to save a man who fell into a glacier in Switzerland.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, quite an interesting story, that one. So, also chiefs there working to the max. That's on the back pages.
All right. So, final one, the Sowetan we've got for you this morning. And they are all focused on what's happening at WAFCOM. So, Linda Motlalo of Banyana Middle celebrates her goal with teammates Lebo Ramalepe and Jermaine thank you, Siyopusinwe, as SA beat Ghana 2-0 in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations match in Morocco yesterday. So there we go, that's that wonderful photo. And then this story, 17 million rand taxi rank, nobody wants. Oi, Santako says Ekurhuleni didn't consult local association about the facility, which operators feel is too far for commuters, and residents confirm the rank handover, but say urgent needs for their township are shopping and banking facilities. So the details inside the paper. Then we've got ANC calls for swift action on police rot claims. Desperate elderly fight to retain their grants. And age just a number, says PSL's 28-year-old coach. So there we go. That's it. Those are the front pages of your newspapers this morning.
Yeah, and not forgetting, you can also get up to speed with all the news stories on the SABC News website, www.sabcnews.com. And there you have a glimpse of everything that you have access to, including some live streaming to certain events.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, download that SABC Plus app. I mean, really, it's just got all of this. And please, all you have to do, download it, register, and then it's all yours. You'll be able to watch all of this for free wherever you are.